ज्ञानति ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवीं गौरवाणी चारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तिवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा, प्लीज वेलकम everyone. Am I audible? We'll just quickly get into this. What did we see in the last class is eco energy. Ikaha sthane, ik is a shashti. So whatever is shashti or the number 6, that is the sthana, the place where the substitution will happen at this stage. And whatever is given in prathama, number 1, that will be the adesha. Adesha is the member that would come as a substitution. So this is the place. And saptami will be paranimita, means that's the condition, you can say. Suppose if this is the y is para to x. Okay, so if x will undergo change provided y is there immediately at samhita. So that is the discussion that we started with. Ikah sthane yan syat achi samhitayam. So we see this samhita word is used here. Only when samhita discussion comes, then only in that vishaya, samhita vishaye, ik sthane yan will be the adesha. Ikah sthane. This is the sthana and yan will be the adesha. Suppose achi means this is saptami. Ach is following that. So you have ik here and you will have ach here. A member from ik can be anyone like e, u, re and re, and ach will be entire vowels. So any vowel can be there, and in front of e, u, re, re, they will get adesha, yava, rala. So we saw this, right? Now, so having this is what eco energy talks about. With that, you have an example, sudhi upasya. So you have e here and you have a member from a ach. So this both are in samhita. Actually they are separated here to show the example, but it is like this. Sudhi upasya, like this. So this is the, e and u, sudhi upasya. You have this at this junction, you have samhita here, e and u. So then e will be replaced by yakara. So the final word that would come out will be su, dha, ya, upasya. So sudhi upasya iti sthite. Then the next sutra that comes out is tasmin iti nirdishte purvasya. So tasmin is saptami. Okay, whatever is defined in saptami, tasmin iti nirdishtaha. Whatever is defined in saptami nirdishtaha, purvasya. Purvasya is connected to, so if y is defined here, achi is saptami. That means ach is defined as saptami. So the place of substitution for ach will be immediately before that. That's what this sutra says. Saptami nirdeshena vidhiyamanam karyam, the work, varna antarena avyavahitasya purvasya bhodhyam. Understand that the substitution will be the place just before that, purvasya bhodhyam. Okay. After this, so once you have the understanding, okay, I got the place of operation through saptami vibhakti. Okay, through saptami vibhakti, I got the place of operation that it will be just before this saptami. This is the place of operation. So with that, so now you have Ikaha. Ik is 4 members are there. I, U, Ril, Re. I, U, Ril, Re, you have 4 members, and N is again 4. Ya, Va, Ra, La. And you have an ambiguity. Whether E should be, Yakara should be there, or Vakara should be there, or Rakara or Lakara. Anybody can come. So this ambiguity, to remove this, how are you bringing this, the Varna? You are bringing based on the Sthana. Sthane Taratamaha. Antaratama. Antaratama means in between those comparison. What will be the Sadrishama, or what is very closeness, is the Sthana. Take the Sthana and you bring the substitution. So E is, Sthana is Talu, and Ya will be Talu. So both are Talu. So Ikaha Sthane Yan. So if you have E, then you will have Yakara as a substitution. If you have Ukara, then there will be substitution, will be Vakara. Then if it's Rukara, then it will be Ra. Then if it's Rukara, then it will be La. So this will come accordingly. Sthane Taratamaha. That's what they are saying. Prasange sati sadrishatama adeshaha syat. Then finally you get this. After from here, using this, through this sutra, understanding that Upasya, U is the ahead, the Saptami Vibhakti. The Sthana will be at this Ikara. With this sutra, you understand that. And then the substitution, when you put for the Ikara, using the Sthane Taratama, you are bringing Yakara as a substitution. Then finally, you end up with this. Sudhaya Upasya iti sthite. Okay? Yes. So this is one word that you get. That is Sudhya. Sudh Upasya. This is one word that you get, okay, from this eco energy. Now this next rule that can occur in this is anachicha. An-achi-cha. An-achi. An-achi. This is in Nayatat Purusha Samasa, it is an. So it is actually na-achi. Something that is not ach. Achi here refers to Saptami Vibhakti. 7. Anachi. Saptami cha abhyaya. That is 0. Okay. Na ach. Something that is not ach. What is this? This is in Saptami Vibhakti. So that means the 7. This is 7 here. And the Sthana will be before that. Right? That is 6. And the Adesha is all this Sthana, Adesha, everything is defined in the Vritti. Okay. We will see this. Achaha. This is the Sthana. Achaha parasya yaraha dveva staha natu achi. Achi is Saptami. Achaha is Shashti. Parasya. So this parasya is also Shashti. So this Shashti. So in a sentence, if you see grammatically, Shashti, whatever is Shashti, they will all mix with the Shashti word. Whatever is Saptami, they will all group together. So you cannot connect a Shashti to Saptami and make a sentence. It will give a wrong meaning. So whatever is in Shashti Vibhakti, everything will be joined. So Achaha Parasya, Yaraha. Achaha, sorry, not Shashti can also be, and it can also be Panchami also. Yeah. Because this is Purva Nimitta, that we will see that later. Tasmaditi Uttarasya iti. Achaha Parasya here. Achaha, actually if you see Panchami and Shashti, the pratyaya for that, both will be as. At one place it will be nasi, and the next Shashti will be nas. Nasi and nas will become as both. So generally, or everywhere you will see Shashti and Panchami, Ekavachana will almost look same. So Achaha can also mean Panchami, can also mean Shashti. But here Achaha Parasya. So this Achaha will be taken as Panchami. That will be Purva Nimitta. So what they say is Achaha. So you have Ach here. Achaha Parasya Yar. Yar Pratyahara. Yar Pratyahara is Hal. Hal minus Hakara is Yar Pratyahara. So Achaha Parasya Yaraha. So Achaha Parasya Yaraha. The Adesha is Dve. Dve means doubling. Achaha Parasya Yara Dve Va. Va means Vikalpa. vikalpa. This rule is applied optional. Dve va staha na tu achi. Na tu achi. Na achi. It should be na achi here. Na ach. So na ach means it should be hal. Simple. So that means the rule will be applied for doubling of yar pratyahara, a member from yar pratyahara, provided before the yar you have ach. So that means a combination of vowel, yar pratyahara, then you have a consonant. In this case, you will see this yar will be doubled. That's all. So iti dakarasya dvitvena. So this dakara, if you see this is u, sa, u, dha. This was, earlier it was like this, right? Sa, u, dha, and ya. This was the thing. So you have a vowel here, and dakara is a member from yar pratyahara, and yakara is consonant. So this rule is satisfied. You see, b, yar, and consonant. So vowel, yar, and consonant. So in this case, this yar will become doubled. So dakara will be there now. So you have su, dha, dha, doubled, ya, upasya, iti jate. This is how you get the form now. Is it clear? This is what we did it until the last class, right? Okay. With this, we'll proceed to the next sutra. What it says is Jalam, Jash, Jashi. Jalam is Shashti, Jash is Pratama, and Jashi is Saptami. Okay. Jal Pratyahara. Okay. Who can tell what Jal Pratyahara contains? Radhya Mataji, can you tell what Jal Pratyahara contains? You can see the book and tell.
Jal, right?
Jal, the first one.
Jabhai. And Hal. Till Hal.
Jabhai, starting with Jabhai, all the four members, I mean 4 columns, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the 4 columns. Then Shashasa and Hal, all complete. Ushmana and 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Jal Pratyahara. Okay. So, yes, Arav Prabhu, what is Jash Pratyahara? The second one.
From Jabagadadas till Jash. So yeah, Jabagadadas.
Only, yes, only third column. Okay. Yeah. And what is Jash? Vrinda Mataji.
I am not sure.
Well, you should try. Why not sure? See the book. Many discussions were, were done on this. It's just a simple pratyahara. You should try it. Okay, Radhya Mataji.
It is Jabhagadhada and Jabadagadada.
Yes, 4 and 3. That's all. Okay. So this should be. So now we see this. Okay. Always remember now, because all the 3 are there, so I'll just tell you this. You put it like this: 6, 7, 1, and 5. Keep this in the mind. 5, 6, 7, and 1. That means 6 is a place of operation. 7 will be paranimitta. Paranimitta. Whatever the condition which I am there, I will undergo transformation seeing who is sitting next to me towards my towards, say, right, you can say, towards the right hand side, and this will be towards left hand side. Towards right, whoever is sitting, they are called as paranimitta, para, and towards left, whatever is there will be purva nimitta. Purva nimitta. So you can remember this always. Remember this combination like this: 5, 6, 7, 1. Always remember this. With this combination, you can clearly say this: 1 will be the substitution, 6 will be and 5 will be purva nimitta. And what are these 5, 6, 7, and 1? Vibhakti. Panchami vibhakti, Shashti vibhakti, Saptami vibhakti, Pratama vibhakti. Right? Now Jash is the Adesha because it is Pratama Vibhakti. Jashi is Saptami Vibhakti, so that means it is Paranimitta. Jal is Shashti Vibhakti, so that is the place of operation. Okay, with this, I'll write it like this. See, Jal, then Jash and Jash. Okay, if a member from Jal Pratyahara, that is, you leave the Antastha, Yavarala you leave, and Nyamagananam, leaving this, whatever the consonants are there, they're all Jal. So when a Jal Pratyahara, a member from a Jal Pratyahara is there, and just immediately after that, that is Paranimitta. If a Jash Pratyahara is existing, Jash is third and fourth column. Jhabagadadha, Javagadada, 4 and 3. If that is the Paranimitta, then the Adesha will be Jash. That means any member from Jal, okay, ahead of that, if Jash is there, then the substitution that will come for this person is the third column. Only the third column will be the replacement. That's all. So we have this situation here. Su, dha, ya, upasya. This is the situation here. So if you see this, starting with this, Sakara, is it Jal? Is Sakara Jal? Quickly answer. Is Sakara Jal?
Yes.
Yes. After this, Ukara, is it Jash? No, Ukara is a vowel. Ukara cannot be Jash. So this rule doesn't apply for Sakara and U. Okay, next we take this Ukara. Ukara, is it Jal? No, absolutely not. It's a vowel. Okay, done. This is neglected. Now Dakara, you see, is Dakara Jal? Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sha, sha, sa, ha. So Dakara is Jal. After Dakara, is there a Jash Varana? Yes, 4 and 3. So this is 4 and 3. So this is 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Jash. This is the third. So Dakara is Jal. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. And Dakara is 4, 3. A member from 4 and 3. So in this case, so this rule is applied here, and the Jash will be the Adesha. So for this Dakara, what is the Jash? The same sthana have to be taken. So this Dha is from Tu, Ta Varga, Ta Tha Dha Dha Na. And what is the third member of that? Dakara, the smaller one. Alpa Prana Dakara. So that will be the replacement here. So finally, you will end up Su, Dha, Dha, Ya, Upasya. As per the rule, we always know this Dakara will always come below this. Generally, we will see this. It will be like this. Okay. Suddhyo Pasya. It's like that. Suddhyo Upasya. Okay. So what do they say? Jalam Jashi. Spashtam. They say Spashtam. Spashtam means it's very clear. No need of any explanation of Vritti. It's very clear. Okay. Iti Purva Dakara. Which is a Purva Dakara? This is Purva Dakara. Iti Purva Dakarasya Dakaraha. Clear? So this Dakara has become Dakara now. Okay. Now we'll see there are two more rules which will tell something about this. Okay. What did we end up is Su, Dha, Ya, Upasya. Upasya. This is the iti jate, right? From this Jalam Jashasi. So this Dakara is the Adesha for this. Okay. And before that, so you end up like this. Su, Dha, Ya, Upasya. Yes, you end up like this. Now, next sutra that says Samyogantasya Lopaha. Samyogantasya Lopaha. Samyoga. What is Samyoga? Bharti Mataji. What is Samyoga?
When there is no disturbance of ach in between two hal.
Okay. What is a sutra?
Halo Anantara Samyoga.
Yes, Halo Anantara Samyoga. Very good. Yes. So that is called Samyoga. So what it says? Samyoga Antasya. This is Shashti. Antasya is Shashti. Okay, Samyoga Antasya Lopaha. Lopaha is Pratama. What it says is, if in a word, you take any word, and at the end of this word, if you see Samyoga, if you see a Samyoga, say Sma, like this, both are Samyoga. Sakara and Makara, both are Hal Varna. There are no vowels are there involved. Okay, say Sakara and Makara is there, something like this. Okay, in this case, you see Dakara and Yakara is the Samyoga. Okay, Dakara and Yakara. So what it says is Samyoga Antasya, Samyoga Antasya. The ending of a word, if it possesses a Samyoga Varna, then that Samyoga Varna, what it says, Samyogantam yat padam tad antasya lopaha syat. Okay, what it says is Samyogantam, Samyoga antam. Okay, in whose word the ending is Samyoga, such word, yat padam tad antasya. Okay, the ending of that word lopaha syat. So anything that is Samyogantam yat padam tad antasya lopaha syat. Okay, what it says is, actually there is a mistake here. It's not tadantasya, we can correct this. It is tasya lopaha. Okay, tasya lopaha is the actual thing. There is a mistake here. So it is Samyogantam yat padam. That's why, see, seeing this rule comes here. Alon tasya. Okay, Samyogantam yat padam tasya lopaha syat. Now see the difference. That means any word that has Samyoga anta in between, tasya lopaha syat, the whole word gets deleted. That means because Samyoga is there at the end, the whole word gets deletion. Whole word get a deletion operation. Samyogantam yat padam tasya lopaha syat, the whole word gets deletion. Now in this situation, what happens is, because of this rule, the whole word will get deleted. And if it happens like that, we are not getting anything out of it. All these rules are based. So that's why this next sutra comes. Alontyasya, al antasya, Shashti nirdeshena. Okay, Shashti nirdishto antyasya alaha adeshaha syat. Antyasya alaha. So Samyogantasya is defined in Shashti Vibhakti now, right? It is telling, see, Samyogantasya, this is in Shashti Vibhakti. So regarding this Shashti Vibhakti, they are bringing an operation here. They are saying Shashti Nirdeshena. Earlier we saw Saptami Nirdeshena, right? In Tasmin Niti Nirdishte Purvasya, we were discussing about Saptami Nirdeshena. Something that is given in Saptami Vibhakti, what happens to those? Now here, Shashti Nirdishta, something that is defined in Shashti, the sixth case. Okay, in that what happens is Adesha, if any Adesha that is assigned for Shashti, because of this Samyogantasya lopaha, the entire word was getting deleted. Tasya lopaha syat. But now because of Alontyasya, it says Shashti nirdeshena, anything that is defined in Shashti, okay, that operation will be performed on Antyasya alaha eva, only at the end of the character. Okay, so Dhyu Upasya, we see this here. In this, because of Shashti Nirdeshana, only Yakara Lopa is prapta, not the whole word. You will see all throughout this. If anywhere in the word, all throughout Panini, you will see anywhere in the word, the ending characters are pure consonant and they are pure Samyoga Varna. Then always this Samyogantasya Lopa, Alontyasya. These two will be there to delete that. Okay, everywhere you will see this. So Alontyasya says Shashti Nirdishto Antyasya alaha Adeshaha syat. The Adesha will be applied only for Yakara, not for the whole word. So this is a sutra that defines that, and this is like a Apavada sutra. It says you cannot delete the whole word. You can only delete the last character. That it says Alontyasya. anything that is given in Shashti Vibhakti, the operation will be performed only on the last character of the word. That's what it means. Shashti nirdishto antyasya alaha adeshah syat. Iti ya lope prapte. Okay. With this, what happens? You have this su, dha, sorry. Yeah, jalam jashi is already applied here. Su, dha, dha, ya, upasya. It's like this. Now, because of this samyogantasya lopa, what was happening is the entire word was about to get deleted. Okay, because this is tasya lopa. The entire word was about to get deleted. But then later this fellow comes and he says, no, don't delete the whole word. Whatever is defined in Shashti Vibhakti, because this is defined in Shashti Vibhakti, the place of substitution or place of lopa, whatever you are assigning, it will be only for the last character, not for the entire word. So in this case, yakara is about to get lopa now. Iti ya lope prapte. Then what happens? Then Navartika comes. It says even yakara also doesn't get lopa. It says yanaha pratishedo vachya. In this case, where alontyasya is about to delete the yakara, in this the Vartika comes and says yanaha. Yanaha is Shashti. Yanaha, at the end of a samyogantam padam, if you see a samyoganta padam, at the end, if you have yan pratyahara, any member from yan pratyahara, that yan pratyahara will never get deleted. Yanaha pratisheda. Pratisheda means it is nisheda. That is not supported. This rule is not supported for yan pratyahara. Yanaha pratishedo vachya. It is understood like this. Okay. Then finally, because even this yan was about to get deleted, but because of this yanaha pratishedo vachya, yakara doesn't get deleted. So finally, you end up like this. Suddha yu asya. This is the final word. This is the one word. Because of anachicha, you got this, and without anachicha, you end up like this. Suddhipasya. So both the words, you get it. After applying eco energy. Eco energy ends here only. Many places we will see eco energy ends here, but then with further sutra, anachicha, jalam jashi, to explain this samyogantam alontyasya, they have added these things. So finally, you have two words for this sudhi upasya. Okay, is it clear? Then we'll get into the further three more examples. Any clarification? Any suggestions, comments?
So is there going to be an example where the word is deleted?
No, it will never get deleted. This will be always be there. No, this never happens actually. Samyogantasya lopa never happens.
I'm sorry, I failed to see why you need that sutra if it never happens.
Yes, I still have the same things. I will ask today my teacher and then I'll get back to you. There are certain rules that's like that. You see, and also we will see this. This is these are called tripadi, and this is sapadi. Also, this makes this is asiddha towards this. Although this samyogantasya lopa comes and deletes the word, and because this is alontyasya, and this is having higher power compared to this. We will see this. There is a sutra called as Purvatra Siddham. The entire Panini Ashtadhyayi is divided into two sections, Sapadi and Tripadi will overrule Tripadi. If a Tripadi comes and applies a rule, in the viewpoint of Sapadi, whatever the Tripadi have done work, it is asiddha. It never considers that. So such things we will also see later on. I'll just get back to you, okay, tomorrow.
Also, you crossed out tadantasya and you put only tasya. But all the editions of Laghu Siddhanta Comedy I've seen has in the vritti here tadantasya. So I have a doubt whether this is actually a mistake.
Yeah, actually, this is what my teacher asked me to correct it. This is probably they've got it from there, from Varanasi. about this. Actually, if you have this tadantasya, then this rule is applicable only for yakara. Tadantasya. Tadantasya lopah syat. Yakara will get deleted. But then this rule doesn't have any role to play. Alontyasya. That's why this rule came. Iti ya lope prapte could have been here only attached, if that is the case. Samyogantam yat padam tadantasya lopasyat iti ya lope prapte could continue here only. Then there was no rule of making this alontyasya. Alontyasya clearly says whatever you define by Shashti Vibhakti, the application of that particular rule will happen only at the end of the character, where that Samyogantam is seen. So this rule actually, it is like it's like a apavada. This is generally applicable, but this is not there, but then you get this. So these two rules come together hand in hand.
Prabhuji, what is al here?
Al is a pratyahara, the complete character.
Okay. And Prabhuji, in this case, it is written that except yarn. In other cases, it means there is lope of that.
Yes. All others will get lopa. If you have, say, vakara and nakara, this nakara will get lopa.
Is there any other example where it is getting lope?
Yes, many examples you will see ahead. Many you will see. Any kind of samyogantam padam, the ending, the last character will get lopa. It's always there. All throughout you will see this. In all this halanta pullinga, you will see the halanta vibhaktis, you will see karaka vibhaktis. Many words that will come, samyogantam lopa will happen. Many places. Here, although it is prapta, but because of this yanaha pratishedo vachyaha, the end doesn't get the deletion. Yeah. Because if we would have told this tadantasya, then this rule is sufficient enough to delete only yakara, as per what Keshav Prabhu says. Samyogantasya lopa is sufficient to delete yakara. Then in that case, this iti ya lope prapte, Varadarajacharya would have put this statement here only. He didn't have to call a new sutra to explain this. In Lagu, there are some places still, there are 2-3 mistakes that are there. Some mistakes. Okay, that was already corrected in the book. So that's why this rule came about, where the entire word was about to get deleted in Samyogantasya lopa, but then alontyasya comes and it says that you cannot have the entire word deletion, but the rule will be applied only for the last character. It says like that.
Prabhuji, when we will learn this vibhakti? Because this is actually just a ratification. Na? We are just learning this is Shashti Vibhakti and this is this.
Yes. So after Sandhi, you will be getting into Vibhaktis immediately. You will have Ach Sandhi, then after Ach Sandhi, you will have Hal Sandhi, then you will have Visarga Sandhi, then you will be getting into Vibhaktis. Yeah.
Prabhu, can you please explain this line again? Shashti nirdishto ante syal adeshasyat.
Antyasya ala. Antyasya ala. It is Antyasya ala. Antyasya alaha it is. Actually, that Visarga has gone lopa. Alaha it is. So, Antyasya is Akara and Akara. It has become Savarna Dirga. Akara Savarna Dirga, and this has become Antyasya ala. Okay. Now, Shashti Nirdishta. How we saw this Saptami Nirdishta. Whatever is ordained by Saptami Vibhakti, then what happens to the Saptami Vibhakti is, there in the Saptami Vibhakti, if this is defined in Saptami Vibhakti, suppose the Y is defined in Saptami Vibhakti, the place of operation is 6, that is X. It is told only X, but you don't know what X is. So that X is being told here. Okay. See, I have told you 6 means Sthana. I have told you 6 is Sthana. Now the Tasmin iti nirdishte purvasya just told you that whatever is defined by Saptami Vibhakti, Just before that will be the place of operation. But no one told you that Shashti will be the place of operation. And that is confirmed here in this sutra. Whatever is defined as Shashti, that will be the place of Sthana. Alo antyasya Shashti nirdeshena. Whatever is defined by Shashti vibhakti, the place of operation will be antyasya ala. In a word, because here you see, yat padam they have talked about previously. Yat padam. Padam means the whole word. They're not talking about a character. They're talking about the whole word. In that word, if you see that Shashti nirdishta, suppose you give you say, okay, suppose you say Chandasya, something like that. Chandasya, I'm just giving some crude example. Okay, Chandasya lopaha, suppose. Chandasya lopaha, if something like this, then you cannot do the lopa of the whole thing. You have to do lopa only for the last member through this alontyasya. Clear? Chandasya lopa, if you say the whole word get deleted, that's what has happened here. Samyogantasya lopaha, what happened is the lopa is bringing full deletion of the whole word. If you do this, Sudhi, the entire word will get deleted. Sudhadhya, the whole word will get deleted. And what is the use of doing all this rule if you want to delete the whole word? So that is the case that what happened, yat padam. Chandasya is lopa, where the deletion comes for the whole thing, but alontyasya, it restricts. It says that you cannot delete the whole word. It's only the last character you can do this. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Keshav Prabhu, is it okay?
I was looking in Siddhanta Comedy, and
Okay.
there's a sutra there, Tasya Lopaha. There's a sutra.
Tasya lopa. Yeah.
By
Tasya
itself.
lopa is just before this. Halantyam tasya lopaha, it is for that. Samyoganta lopaha, lopa is, that's what, tasya lopa will come there. I will confirm today further explanation, then we can do this. Yeah. So this next madhvarihi, you'll see the second example. This is madhu. Madhu arihi. Madhu arihi. Actually, if you see the samasa, this has become madhvari, right? Madoho arihi. It is, and supadhatu pratipadikeyoho, with that sutra, all the vibhakti gets lopa. So the original nominal root is this madhuhu arihi. It's madhu arihi. So you have this madhu and ari. So ikahastane yen syat achi samhitayam vishaye. Iko enachi will be applied. Why? This you have this mad u arihi. Ukar is there, akar is there. What is the substitution now? Vakara. Vakara will be the substitution. So you will get this mad va arihi. Okay, so one form will be like this, madhvarihi. This is one form. And then now we can apply the Anachisha Sutra. We have this mad va arihi. Applying the Anachisha Sutra, achaha parasya, you have ach here, achaha parasya, this is a yar pratyahara, achaha parasya yaro, dve vastaha natu achi. This is a consonant. So you have vowel, yar pratyahara, then you have a consonant here. In this case, this yar will be doubled. So you will have mad, dha, va, arihi. Then again, chalam, just chashi will be applied here. So this dakara will become dakara. Dha, dha, va, arihi. Then again, samyogantasya lopaha, where the whole word is about to get lopa. Then alontyasya comes and says, no, you cannot do the whole lopa. You can just only do the lopa for vakara. Iti va lope prapte. Here, va lope prapte yanaha pratichedo vachya. Vakara belongs to end. So entire this eco energy, you cannot, if the vakara is a samyogantam character, then there cannot be any decision for that. Okay, so this will be as it is. Madadhvarihi. Madadhvarihi. Is it clear with this? Okay, we'll see the next sutra. Datra. Datra amshaha. Datra amshaha. Okay, so we have rikara here and we have akara here. So r and a. What will be the rikara? Will get a replacement of dat, ra, rakara, amshaha. Rakara, datramshaha. So one word will be dat, datramshaha. This is one word. The second word, anachicha, can be applied here. Achaha parasya yaraha dvevastaha. So this will be dat, tha, ra, amshaha. Okay, datratramshaha. Is it right? Any answers? Anachicha is applied here, right? Okay, so can we apply jalam jash jashi? Can we apply jalam jash jashi here? Okay, whether takara is jal? Yes, takara is jal. After that, whether takara is jash? No. Takara is just. Okay, we'll see this. Whether takara is jal? Yes. Whether rakara is jash? No. So jalam jash jashi is not applied here. So it will just end up like this only. It will end up dat tramshaha. Dat tramshaha. You'll have one more takara. Dat tramshaha. Or you can write like this also. Dat tramshaha. Dat tramshaha. The last example is lakriti. R akriti. R akriti. It becomes lakriti. Lrikara is there. Lrikara, this is a vowel. And a is a ach. Okay, so vowel is there, ach is there. There will be eco energy will be applied. There will be la and a kriti. Okay, so it will be la kriti. La kriti. Can anachicha be applied here? In this, anachicha can be applied? Keshav Prabhu. Cannot. Anachicha needs a combination of vowel, yar pratyahara and a consonant. Where you just have only one character, where you will find all this vowel, yar and consonant. So this is not applied here. As it is, only one word will be there, lakritihi. So you get this finally. That's all. Lakritihi. So that's how we see this. So today you please practice the whole thing and you also derive this. Okay. Today I'll give some examples in the group. Please solve it and send the answers in the group itself. Few examples I will give where you can work on end sandhi, check whether jalam jash jashi can be applied, all these rules can be applied, anachicha and other things. So this is where you end the first section of end sandhi. End sandhi actually ends in the previous only, eco energy, there itself the end sandhi ends. But further on to, there are certain understanding sutras, then certain sutras that can be applied later on to have different kinds of words. So end finally ends here. Then tomorrow we will see this ayadesha sandhi. Yacho yava yavaha. We'll see that. Is it clear? Anything? Any discussion?
We need little more practice.
I mean that English, the text that I have given, no, so you can follow that. It's not that difficult. You just have to see to it that how the flow is there. That's all. And for Keshav Prabhu's doubt, I'll confirm with my teacher and then I'll give you a better explanation tomorrow. Is that okay? Keshav Prabhu, any doubts?
No, it's a matter. It's a matter of have to know the pratyaharas and have to be able to apply them. That just have to apply these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you know them and you can apply them.
That's what I've been telling every devotee.
Sure.
Please know the pratyahara before we enter the second. Because after this, everywhere you see next is also H pratyahara. You don't know what H pratyahara is, then you'll have tough time understanding this. So these pratyaharas are very important. Only with pratyahara, all throughout you see, it's only pratyaharas, nothing else. Yecho yava yavaha. Then you see here, vanto yi pratyaya, adengunaha, pratyahara, atyengunaha, taparastat kalasya, adgunaha, upadesha anunasipait, uran raparaha. You see this. Then here, vriddiradhait, purvatra lopa shakalvyasya, then vriddirechi, etyedati utsu. All this, everywhere pratyahara comes. Yeah. Enghi pararupam. Everywhere you see achontyaditi. Everywhere is just pratyahara, pratyahara, pratyahara. So that's why when we get into the pratyahara, then it will be easy for us to better correlate whatever we are reading. So we stop here and okay. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo. Thank you very much. Yes, any doubts? Vrinda Mataji, are you there? Oh, no. Chandrika Mataji, are you there? Is it okay? Did you get it?
Papu need to check because didn't remember the last one, so don't know what is going on later.
Yes. So you'll have to know all these pratyaharas. It's very important. Unless you don't understand how the flow of pratyahara is, it's very difficult. What is jash? What is jal? What is jash? What is all this will be a confusion. So it's better that you get into the pratyahara. It's just I'm not expecting you to know everything, all the pratyaharas, but whatever we are doing right with the sutras, at least have a clear picture of that. Along with the sutras, whatever the sutras that is coming down, you try to know what the jash will be, what the jal will be. Tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll write down all the pratyaharas. This since long time back, Keshav Prabhu asked this. So tomorrow I will do that. As soon as we start, I'll just write the whole Maheshwara Sutra and then I will just pinpoint how we can easily remember the pratyaharas, how the flow goes, everything, right? Okay, so Bhartinath is okay for you?
It was little fast, Prabhuji, today.
Fast, okay.
Difficult to grab everything.
The same thing, I only discussed today only 3 sutras. Jalam Jash Jashi, Anachicha was already discussed. Jalam Jash Jashi, Samyogantasya Lopa and Alontyasya. Only these 3 sutras were discussed.
Maybe because of the gap of 4 days.
Yes, that is a worst thing. Education should never have gap. Because that's what my teacher says. Grammar, 3 days you will forget everything. It's such a topic that every day you have to read it. And Tarka is there something, Nyaya and Tarka, it is much horrible. In 3 hours you will forget everything. So it's such a topic. So that's why we need this. That's why I've been telling all these students, don't miss the classes. They're not listening. They simply want to miss the classes, bunk the classes, giving some reasons. So it's not going to work like this. Initially it will be okay, but later on they will lose the taste. They'll just leave. That will happen. That's the reason Sanskrit no one wants to take it. Because it's only the initial part you put your effort. Then later it becomes just like a nectar for you. And you cannot forget grammar later on. It just flows in your blood later on. It's just only the initial part you have to take effort. That initial part only 99% of the people they fail to get into that. Because they think before even getting in, they assume that it's very difficult. I cannot take it. They just close the mind. Simple. Then it cannot enter. That's the only thing. We just put little bit of tapasya, little bit of austerity. Every day we sit with this. Only initial days, I'm telling you. Only initial days you put 3 or 4 hours of effort. Enough. It is. Because I'm not going too fast. No, the teacher will teach at least 1 or 2 pages every day. That's his standard. 1-2 pages will cover up almost like 15 to 20 sutras. And then we'll have to remember the whole thing before we go to the next class. Eventually it will happen for you. Okay, at least the initial step, I'm just going slower and slower and slower. So that's all. Yeah, just as a homework you take up and then just memorize the sutra. This is very important. Memorizing the sutra will reduce your burden to 80%. Because that sutra, when you memorize, contemplation will always go on. What is Jal? Why this brain is always thinking about Jalam, Jash, Jashi? What is Jalam? What is Jash? What is Jashi? When you understand this, then the mind will start searching for what that pratyahara will be. And when the mind gets a clear picture, then it's done. This is what is happening. Now everything is put on the board, so you can't tell. You need a board to see the things and write down. But then at some point of time, the mind will be your board. Where all the pratyahara, you'll take a word, you will take, for us, what happens there is just, we are reading this Siddhanta Kaumudi, no board, nothing is there. It's just, we just read the tika and then the nominal word will be taken, the rules will be applied, the word will just flow after applying the rule. After applying 4 to 5 rules, the word will just flow from our mouth, just like a normal flow. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, after applying the rules. Not that we know it, just application of the rule, that rule will go much faster for us. That will happen. It's just only practice. You will also come to the same stage. Just have to wait patiently and do this. That's all. Take up this. Is that okay? Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna.